This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm in Newcastle and delighted to be joined by Solomon Dacres today. Solomon, first and foremost, welcome to Newcastle. How are you?
I'm all good, mate. Thanks. Yeah, good to be here.
That's good. Now look, let's get straight into it. You're back this weekend looking to go to 2-0. First fight in front of fans, firstly. Only 1,000, but it'll sound like 10,000 in there, I'm sure. You must be looking forward to that first experience.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, getting the fans in there and getting a bit of atmosphere and a bit of buzz behind me whilst I'm in the ring, yeah, definitely.
Let's talk about your opponent. Are you a guy that watches opponents before you go in? Do you leave that to your team?
Yeah, my coach has more of a look at first, but I will have a little look as well. So, you know, pick up on little things. It's just get a bit of intel and see little things that I need to do, patterns of my opponent, yeah.
What have you seen about who you're going to be facing on Saturday? Do you think he'll be a bit more open than your debut opponent?
Yeah, it looks like he'll come to have a few swings and have a go at start. So that will leave more openings hopefully, and he will look to box a bit and he will look to come for it. But I'm prepared for that.
Is that something you were conscious of after your debut? Are you looking at this fight and going, I really want the knockout this time after going the 6 rounds?
Yeah, I do definitely want a knockout, but also I'm not going to force it. I'm going to look for it and set down on my shots, but I'm not going to force anything. If someone's tucking up with their, the gloves glued to their head, I'm not going to load up and gas myself out. I'll look for the knockout shot and I'll try and set it up myself, definitely.
So you've had a bit of time to look back on your debut now and reflect on it. What was that experience like making your debut in the bubble? Were there a bit of nerves there at all?
A little bit of butterflies and that, but I was quite relaxed, to be honest. I'm quite a relaxed person in general, so I was quite relaxed going into my first one. And yeah, like you say, it was a bit different in the bubble, no crowd and that, but I was switched on, but I was quite relaxed.
Now, I saw in a press release you were saying, I don't really mind who I fight, and you like to be fighting frequently as well. Is that the plan this year? You want to be out as often as possible? Yeah,
definitely. Like you say, it's only been 4 weeks ago, my last one, and I'm looking to hopefully get a few more for the end of the year and, staying active. That's the main thing when you start off this journey as a pro, being active, getting your face out there, getting the experience and putting performances in.
How fast do you want to move as a pro? You said you'll fight anybody. I'm sure your team are looking to maybe take a bit more of a cautious approach. How quick do you want to move?
Yeah, like I've said a few times, I want to be looking to get to British title level in the next 12 to 18 months, British Championship level, and push on from there. I don't want to hang around at the journeyman level or that sort of level too long. Get a few out of the way and just keep stepping it up each time.
Every fighter has their own motivations. I've seen you talk about what it would mean to you to make history for Birmingham. You want to go and become only the second world champion from Birmingham. How much does that drive you every day when you think about the possibility of being able to bring a big belt back to Birmingham one day?
Yeah, it's big motivation knowing that, such a big city as Birmingham, we've had one world champion and we've never had a heavyweight world champion. So it's driving me and motivating me to become that, definitely, and we're such a big city, and to get that, it will just be massive.
Already been doing a bit of sparring with the juggernaut, Joe Joyce. Tell me about that work. What's that like?
Yeah, I've sparred Joe quite frequently, and it's always good. We know he's got the pressure. He always comes forward. He's got an engine, and he's a big and strong guy. He's got a great boxing IQ as well, Olympic silver medalist. So it's always great work when I go to spar with Joe.
So I just wanted to ask you about a couple of heavyweight fights we're expecting to see away from yourself. Firstly, Eddie Hearn said Joshua-Usyk's close. We're expecting to see that at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium this summer. Tough matchup for Joshua. What do you make of that as a fight?
Yeah, Usyk is a bit tricky. But if I'm basing it on what I've seen him versus Chisora, I'm thinking Joshua handles that pretty. I wouldn't say comfortably, but he handles Usyk definitely. Of what I've seen, so I think Joshua should have no problems.
Think Usyk's just that bit too small for the likes of a Joshua?
Yeah, a bit too small. I think he's a big heavyweight as well, and obviously he's a devastating puncher. So I think that size difference, and he's quick with it. Joshua is not slow, so it's going to be a big ask for Usyk.
So we were expecting to get Joshua Fury. We didn't get it in the end. We are getting Fury Wilder 3 in Las Vegas on July 24th. A lot of people are sort of dismissing Deontay Wilder now and saying Fury will walk through him again. How do you see it?
Yeah, I think Fury can hopefully get through that one and build on the last performance. But if anyone's got a puncher's chance, it's Deontay Wilder, and he's got probably one of the biggest puncher's chances you can get in boxing. So you have to be careful with it. But I think Fury should, the way he adjusted for the second fight, he should be able to come on top again third time.
Now, Solomon, I believe this is your first time in Newcastle. You told me off camera before. Like I said to you, we are going to have 1,000 Geordies in there. For those that are going to be there watching you, those that will be watching on the TV as well, what can I expect to see from yourself Saturday night?
Yeah, expect to see a good explosive fight and someone that's game and coming to, have a good scrap, and it should be good I'll let my hands go, and it should be a good one to watch.
All right, Solomon, I'll let you go get your food now. Thank you very much for speaking to Boxing Social.